Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the International Gateway. We are here at the entrance, the back entrance of Epcot today, and I need to make my way back to Hollywood Studios. So I'm gonna jump on the Skyliner, which has conveniently stopped. Can you see that? It just stopped as I said that I was gonna jump on, and I figured we could ride together. Would you like to do that? Let's go. Fortunately, it has started moving again, so it should be a good ride. Skyliner, I find, is always hit or miss. I've got a love-hate relationship with this mode of Disney transportation, but it's not going to stop us today because we got places to be. So let's jump on and make our way to Hollywood Studios. Now, of course, this is not the most efficient way to go to Hollywood Studios because we will have to take the Skyliner to the Riviera. Or rather, we'll have to slow down at the Riviera, take the Skyliner to Caribbean Beach, get off the Skyliner, get on another Skyliner, and then from there go to Hollywood Studios. There are better ways to do this, but it's the route we're taking today because, that's right, just because. All right, we've got our seats. Let's get ready to take flight.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Epcot International Gateway. We're flying to Disney's Riviera Resort, with a final stop at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. We hope you enjoyed your visit to Epcot and World Showcase. Did you learn how to say hello in a different language today? Soon we'll be flying past Disney's Boardwalk Inn and Disney's Boardwalk Villas. This charming lakeside resort offers magical lounges, enchanting restaurants, and live entertainment on the boardwalk every evening. We are now approaching the Skyliner turn station. While this special station was designed just for turning, other Skyliner stations were designed to complement their unique environments. From the glamour of Disney's Hollywood Studios to the laid-back islands of Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort.
A little bumpy, sorry about that, but it's the nature of the Skyliner. Not really the best mode of transportation if you get motion sick, so make sure you take that into consideration if you're going to take the Skyliner or if you're booking a Skyliner resort, because you definitely will be taking the Skyliner if you're staying at one of those resorts. Got the gas station over here. For those of you who are wondering, the gas station the gas stations here on property actually have very reasonable prices for gas.
We hope you are enjoying your journey on the most magical flight on Earth. We are now traveling along Buena Vista Drive.
I know there are some people who think that it is more expensive to buy gas on property, but property is pretty big, and I will tell you without a shadow of a doubt, as someone who lives off property and somewhat nearby, you will absolutely be paying a lot out in town as well. So just keep that in mind if you are going to be driving here at Walt Disney World. There's Spaceship Earth over there. And then this direction, which is really hard to see because it's super dirty and grimy, which sometimes happens, we do have the Riviera, so that's our first stop. We don't have to get off at the Riviera. We can stay on the Skyliner vehicle, but we will have to get off at Caribbean Beach and transfer.
In just a few moments, we will be arriving at Disney's Riviera Resort, a Disney vacation club. As one of the most picturesque vacation destinations in the world, the European Riviera has fascinated and inspired many great artists over the centuries, including Walt Disney himself.
We've slowed down quite a bit. And I don't know if you can see, but we are definitely rocking. This is why I say if you get motion sick, you gotta prepare yourself, because this can be a rough ride. Also, I know a lot of people ask about airflow. There is definitely some airflow in here. We do have windows up here that direct the air in, and it can get very breezy. However, when you stop, there is no more airflow. So that definitely can make things a little toasty, especially if you are delayed.
Welcome to Disney's Riviera Resort. If you are traveling to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Disney's Pop Century Resort, or Disney's Art of Animation Resort, please remain on board.
Caribbean Beach is over this direction.
Please remain seated until the doors automatically open. When exiting the cabin, please supervise children, collect your belongings, and watch your step. Thank you for flying with us. Por favor, permanezcan sentados hasta que las puertas se abran automáticamente. Al salir de la cabina, por favor, cuide sus vestidos, reúna sus pertenencias y observe sus pasos. Gracias por volar con nosotros.
Now this is the Riviera station, and it's super close to the Aruba section of Caribbean Beach. So depending on where you're staying at Caribbean Beach, you want to make note of which station is actually going to be closer, because you can save a ton of time going to the Riviera station versus the Caribbean Beach station. Just keep that in mind. Now the doors are going to open, but we're not going to get out because we want to go to Caribbean Beach. See right there, it says Riviera because that's the station we're currently at. We are going to be moving nice and slow until we get to the other side. You can kind of see this is only a drop-off point, and then once we come around this corner, that's where we're going to pick up new guests. It does get toasty in here. This section of the ride is actually really toasty. They do have fans, so they will blow some air in. They're actually right there. Can you see them right there? They have some fans that will blow some air in, but still kind of toasty. And it's not even a hot day out right now, and I'm in here by myself. The fan's not even going. See?
For your safety, please remain seated, supervise children, and refrain from smoking in the cabins. Thank you.
Also, it's been about 10 minutes and we haven't left Riviera yet or transferred over at Caribbean Beach. So if you're wondering about time frame, that's how long we've been hanging out. Also, if you're wondering why you slowed down here on this Riviera line, it's because for those guests with mobility devices like ACVs and wheelchairs, there isn't a separate ride vehicle at this station like there is at other stations. I'll show you when we get to the next station and transfer over. It's a lot easier to just take your time to get in at the Caribbean Beach station and Hollywood Studios station and everywhere else, but here they will slow the Skyliner down so that you can get on.
For your safety, please remain seated, supervise children, and refrain from smoking.
All right, here we go. Making our way to Caribbean Beach now.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Riviera Resort, a Disney vacation club. If you are just joining us, we are on our way to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort with connecting flights to Disney's Hollywood Studios, Disney's Pop Century Resort, and Disney's Art of Animation Resort. Say bon voyage to the Mediterranean. We are about to go island hopping at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. We are now sailing over Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort, where every day feels like a Junkanoo celebration.
kind of see right in front of us right now, that's the station we're trying to get to, and then the Skyliner that's going this direction, you can kind of see those little dots heading into the trees, that's where we're headed, which is where Hollywood Studios is. See, you can see the Tower of Terror right there.
In just a few moments, we will be landing at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort.
Oh boy.
Welcome to the islands of Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. All passengers must disembark or transfer at this station. Thank you. We hope you enjoyed the most magical flight on Earth.
Now, if you happen to be taking the Skyliner to Caribbean Beach or to Riviera, there are some great dining options at both of these resorts. I do love the quick service at both of these places. I have not had the table service over at Riviera yet, but the table service at Sebastian's is delicious.
Please remain seated until the doors automatically open. When exiting the cabin, please supervise children, collect your belongings, and watch your step. Thank you for flying with us. Your stay is
All right, now we need to transfer over to the Hollywood Studios line, which we're going to do here in a second. Now you will notice that there are some cabins that are off the track here. There's one over here. There's actually one at all three lines, because if we were to head this way, we would be making our way over to Art of Animation and Pop Century. We're not going there today, but you can see right here, do you see that yellow one? It's actually making its way onto the track. That one is off and it's stopped, so that if you are in an ECV or in a wheelchair, you can get on much easier. But unfortunately, they don't have that at Riviera, which is why we have to stop every once in a while. I don't like it. It's not fun, but you do what you gotta do. Anyway, let's get on to head to Hollywood Studios. Thank you. All right, let's get comfortable and make our way to Hollywood Studios. By the way, for those of you who are wondering, it's been another 6 minutes since we took off from the Riviera. So we're at what? Just over 16 minutes, because we did wait at the Riviera for a bit. This one is, well, I was gonna say it's nice and clean. Unfortunately, it's not, but we definitely can get a better view.
Ladies, gentlemen, and islanders of all ages, welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. We're flying to Disney's Hollywood Studios. Throughout his life and career, Walt Disney had a passion for animals and the natural world. Today, we are traveling through one of the many protected wetlands here at Walt Disney World Resort. If you're lucky, you might spot some of the happiest wildlife on Earth. In just a few minutes, we will be arriving at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Whether you plan to visit a galactic outpost or play with all of Andy's toys, at Disney's Hollywood Studios, everyone can become the stars of their favorite cinematic stories.
Yeah, it sounded a little questionable to me too. But that's sometimes the case here on the Skyliner.
Before you walk the red carpet, remember to double-check your star-studded itinerary using your My Disney Experience mobile app. Ladies, gentlemen, and members of the Academy, welcome to Disney's Hollywood Studios. Please remain seated until the doors automatically open. When exiting the cabin, please supervise children, collect your belongings, and watch your step. Thank you for flying with us. Por favor, permanezcan sentados hasta que las puertas se abran automáticamente.
One step. And here we are at Hollywood Studios. That ride wasn't too bad. We've definitely had worse, and it's not the most efficient way, like I said, to get here to Hollywood Studios from Epcot. We do have the friendship boats, which I'd imagine will take you the same amount of time, assuming that there's no wait for the Skyliner. Of course, before we wrap up though, I do have a few more things to share about the Disney Skyliner. So you absolutely can drive a stroller straight on unless you have a double wide. So that's something to keep in mind if you are going to be traveling with a stroller. We were riding by ourselves today, but it's not uncommon to share a cabin. Sometimes it might be with a couple other people, but during certain times of the day and certain times of the year, they'll shove as many people as they can, which the limit I believe is 8. There's no way around it. It's uncomfortable. I do not like it, but it's the way it is, so something to keep in mind. Also, the Skyliner does go down for maintenance once a year, at least currently, which happens at the beginning of the year, and it does not operate in inclement weather. Now, in the event that the Skyliner is down, Disney will start running buses to those Skyliner resorts, but it's important to keep in mind, particularly if you're over at Epcot, that the buses aren't available from the International Gateway. So you're gonna have to go to the front entrance of the park as opposed to the back. This is especially important to keep in mind if you started your day and the weather was nice, you came in on the Skyliner, but it gets nasty when you're trying to leave because you won't be able to leave through the same entrance you came in. But again, that's only an Epcot thing. But I think that about does it for today. I hope you had fun riding the Skyliner with me and getting some little tidbits of information along the way. Of course, if you enjoyed hanging out, let us know by leaving a comment, hitting that thumbs up button, and subscribing so that you don't miss any of our other adventures. Of course, we've always got something going on, and I'm looking forward to you joining us for whatever it is. Until then, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.